about to start the World Puzzle Grand Prix round 1, and I don't have much to say really, but hope it goes well. Alright, I just finished the first round of the Puzzle GP, and it was really hard. So, first of all, I forgot my plan entirely. I forgot that I was going to skip some questions. I forgot the ones that I was going to try and do first because I thought compared to the time I'd put in, I'd get the most points for these ones, and I completely forgot until like an hour in when I got to those ones, and I was like, oh wait, I was going to do these first. And I don't know, like when I got them, first of all, I pulled out the first page from the printer. I didn't like the first one, so I then pulled out the second page, and I just kept going through them, and I just did them in order, which at least I skipped the ones I didn't like, but I definitely didn't do them in the order I was intending to. And I think that that was not helpful. I enjoyed it though. So the first one was this, and although I did like read through the instruction booklet again this morning before I started, when I actually went in, I kind of forgot the rules again. So I saw this and I was like, oh, I have no idea how to do this, and I just moved on. Okay, secondly, we had the football pass, and I did enjoy doing this one, and I was planning to do this one anyway because it seemed quite easy. I was worried that it might be surprisingly difficult going into it in the actual test, but it wasn't too bad. I think probably these ended up being some of the easiest ones for the number of points, and I hope that I entered the answer keys correctly. Next there was the darts. I skipped a lot of these like adding ones because, well, I don't think you're allowed a calculator, and it is a bit too much of a pain to just, from what I can tell, the only way of doing it is to like try adding the biggest one and see if there's any way that that will work, but there's so many combinations you could try, so I have no idea what a good strategy for this is. Seems like a lot of work, and so I skipped it. Next we had the letter weights. I actually didn't really like this one in the instruction booklet either. But then I just went into doing some like linear algebra with it. The way I did it was very systematic, but slow. Probably could have done it faster, but in the end I got this 11 points one in more time than I would have liked. So for the next one, I just skipped that because I didn't want to do the same thing again, and I didn't want to have to think of a strategy while I was actually doing it. Somehow I just totally forgot that I was not going to do this one. Okay, next was the Scrabble, and this is interesting because I don't really know a good strategy for doing the Scrabble. I've done them before, but let me show you what it's like. You have a set amount of words. You must get them all into this grid in a way that's Scrabble. So if you have multiple letters next to each other, they can't be random letters, they have to form part of a word. I don't know if there's an actual strategy for it, but normally my strategy of just kind of guessing works. And this time it didn't work, which was quite frustrating because I spent some time on this puzzle and I didn't want to rub out everything. But if I just like rubbed out a couple of words and guessed again, I'd just get something wrong. So in the end, I got frustrated and gave up on that one. And I was a bit sad because that is quite a high points one, but I also wasn't expecting to necessarily get it right. Next is the Battle Stars. As you know, I practiced this a bit before, and I didn't read the instruction booklet, but I forgot that in the instruction booklet there is no regions. It's just 2 stars in each row and column. whereas in normal battle stars there's also regions which there must be 2 stars in. So it was slightly different than I've been practicing, but I was able to do the first one quite quickly anyway, which was 22 points, so that was probably the fastest points I got. The second one was worth 65 points, so before I started this I was thinking like, this is probably going to be really hard, and I feel like I've prepared a lot, but you know, if it's this many points maybe it's going to be quite tricky, and in the end it was quite tricky, and as you can see I didn't get very far. I was stuck on what to do for the next step. As you can see, some rubbings out where I like tried to guess stuff but it didn't work out. So my impatience got the better of me again and I moved on. I haven't tried these puzzles again yet, by the way, because I have literally just finished solving this. Then there was a cave. As you see, I half solved it. I keep getting nervous and skipping. I guess it's something I need to work on. Triplet sums was nice. I made a mistake by... Oh yeah, I think I mistook 1 + 3 + 5 for 1 + 4 + 5, and you know, for that reason it didn't work the first time, but then luckily I spotted it and was able to redo it without wasting too much time. For the second one, you know what, I don't know why I didn't do that one. I don't know, probably would have been fine. I think at this point I went back through and saw if there's any that I felt like I could do. I think I tried to do the battle stars again, so yeah, I didn't even look at this one, I wish I did. Next we have the products, which is something I did at the last minute. I got some of them in, and then I saw I had like, I don't know, like 2 minutes left. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was actually like 15 minutes that was the time I got to this point, but it wasn't much. And you know, when I was starting with this I was thinking I was making quite good progress, but then I saw I had very little time left, so you see I was like guessing about the 17 here, and I realised that it's going to be kind of hard to just guess to fill this in. So I panicked a bit, looked through them all again, and in the end I decided to kind of make up a couple of lines on this and tried to submit that answer. However, I submitted it 5 seconds after the deadline, so in the end the total sum of the puzzles I attempted and submitted, if all my answer keys that I submitted were right, I would have 75 points. Not as high as I was wanting at all, because I thought I'd be able to do both of the battle stars, and you know, one of the battle stars is like 60 points. So, you know, I thought I'd have like 100 maybe at least, but that's okay. I think I need to chill out next time I do it. Like, and I also need to actually remember my plan. Oh yeah, another thing that went wrong was my mechanical pencil ran out of lead quite near the end, and I had to get a new piece of lead out, which waste some time trying to find the lead, but that wasn't that much time. I don't think I would have done any better had I had another couple of minutes. So yeah, luckily there's more rounds. I think there's 8 rounds each year. So now I hope that next round I can do better than I did this time. Even if I don't get a higher score, I hope at least that I can do the puzzles that I think will be best first, and also hopefully I won't panic so much at the end. Comparing this to the puzzle Ramayan that I did last weekend, I think I panicked less on this puzzle competition. So I think having a plan, more of a plan, and actually sticking to the plan will help with the nerves and also help with just getting more points.